1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, a shot of whiskey, a margarita, and a Bloody Mary.
Homeboy trippin', he ain't know I got a gun. When it come to pop, man, we do shit for fun. You ain't got one, brother, you better run. Now I'm in the back getting head from my huns. While she going down, I break it off what I done. Smoking on my blunt, saying she ain't having fun. Bitch, give it back then, you don't need none. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Welcome back, everybody, as the boys from Illinois, the Pub Time Podcast. Tonight, I have another very special guest from right down the road, Mr. Ryan Leskis of Paign Productions. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm peachy, baby. You know thee.
Yeah.
I got a cool cocktail. It's nice and cozy, man. Safe.
You on the mend? You feeling better, huh?
Yeah, man. I got a bad wheel, but it's coming along, dude. It's just what I'm not gonna play that trope that is like it's a bitch getting old, but just one freak bump sidelines you a little bit, but I don't think it's much an age thing. It's just like I hit the wrong spot at the wrong time.
You gotta start leaving the piece at the door just in case. You too old be chasing cats down. Start one in his leg next time.
I couldn't help it, dude. They couldn't get away with it, man. Someone hit our car in broad daylight right in front of our house and tried backing up. I mistakenly threw on my house shoes that don't have sport mode, and I was off to the races. But 2 blocks later, man, I kind of Looney Tuned out. My feet went a little faster than my body, and caught one right on the cap. So
did you go down? You went down.
I went down, but I got back up quick. My son actually saw me do it, and when I got back to the house, I was like, I got pictures. I'm breathing heavy. I'm like, man, we'll get him. And my son's like, Dad, man, that was an awesome ninja roll you did. And I was like,
I did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, it was. So he thinks I did a ninja roll, but it was more of just going ass
it's
over
a bitch
shoulders.
Getting old, man. Yeah,
It was just going at. I wasn't thinking, like at the time, it was just like fight or flight. Like I was just like, man, I'm not gonna be on the hook for this, because if he gets away, I know it's all my insurance. Like.
Now, I don't know what neighborhood you live in, but I've been through a couple in Champaign. You got brick pavers in the road?
No, not. It's in the neighborhood, but not on my road.
See, when you said it, I was like, I bet one of them pavers caught his ass, put him down.
Oh, I wouldn't have made it 2 blocks if I would have done that, man. That's a chat. That's a whole nother thing. That's a Netflix show ready to happen, dude. Just like.
Because I know some of them old hoods down there, it's all brick pavers. I mean,
yeah,
you really beating feet in that motherfucker.
No, we got them. We got them in the neighborhood. I remember when my kids were babies, and when they're fussy and shit, and you're just by yourself. It's like, I'm just gonna walk them in the stroller outside. It's a good day. If I took them out on the road, I go about 20 feet of those bricks out cold, dude. Just out cold every time, dude. And I throw my headphones in and just, we're just gonna do this for an hour right now because you're nice and calm.
Quiet shit.
Yeah, man. They were a lifesaver, dude. But they're not fun for running on, especially in house shoes.
That's good. I at least hope the cops, the insurance company, clip that ass. So hopefully they get one.
They yeah. No, we're getting a nice check, man. So I mean, it's okay. But there was two situations there they could have ticketed them with, and they didn't do it. But I'm not a snitch. But I'm just like, man, the guy didn't show up for 10 minutes later. Like, A, and then B, how far we are from a stop sign for as far as my car moved. You know that dude ran that. Didn't even do a sobriety test, none of that. But I'm just like, man, just get his information down. And I'm like I said, I'm no snitch. If he can get away with his own thing, that's fine, man.
Hopefully they recoup on that knee too. Shit.
I know.
You laid up for a little bit. Fuck them.
Yeah. It's all ice compression.
Don't nobody fuck with Deputy
Cool
Dog.
stuff.
Motherfucker out there taking a bite out of crime. You don't play.
Right?
Shit. No, I'm glad you're feeling better though. At least you're up getting around. You going back to work?
I've been
I imagine
working
it had
from
your ass
home.
out for a little bit, huh?
I was working from home. So it was like I got a nice setup so I could work remotely. And so it wasn't too bad. I got it propped up on ice and, you know, maybe take a quick break to watch some guys' grocery games.
What's that? Is that the new supermarket sweep? I ain't seen it.
No, man. You know, Guy Fieri, dude. He he owns all of the Food Network. Basically, he does like 900 shows. But if I'm working from home, I can't have like a real show or movie or anything that I want to pay attention to, or else I'm fucked, man. There's no way I'm getting work done.
So I'm gonna be honest.
I throw the Food Network on.
I used to fuck with the diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah. That's one of them.
But then, you remember that chubby lesbian with the short blonde hair? I started getting her and Guy fucked up a little bit, and I was kind of out on the whole deal. I think she was an Iron Chef though. She knows what she's doing, but
yeah, man, she wears those clogs. She's a interesting case, but yeah, they did kind of have the same fade, man.
A little bit. They definitely same barber.
Right, exactly.
Maybe a different town, but definitely same barber.
So they divide and conquer.
Food Network, I used to fuck with that thing. Oh man, Iron Chef, the real Iron Chef though.
Right.
I want the voiceover bullshit.
Exactly.
I don't want Brandon Lee. Yes, I want Morimoto.
Yeah. Big beastie dude, man. Used to take folks out. Yeah, that's when I used to watch too, man. Him and Flay and Emerald. Emerald was owning it back then, dude. Just sweet talking folks saying bam like 90 times. Throwing spices all over the place.
Bertoli.
Yep.
That Giannis chick, I can't remember her first name, but the Greek chick that she was on Food Network for a while too. I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah, man. Plunging necklines on that one. Yeah, plunging necklines on that one.
And then I used to fuck with that. You remember that grilling with Bobby Flay, like the Ridge?
Yeah.
But it was like him and some hillbilly in overalls.
Yeah.
But by the end of the show, you're like, the fucking hillbilly that I don't even remember his name. I think he's the one doing all the cooking. And Bobby he getting all the, you know what I mean? That cat never moved on. Bobby gets the push.
Yeah, man.
He gone.
Got a coattail. They always had a cocktail too. Like the hillbilly would always mix up some on ice. That's what I liked about it. Except I felt like they were just hanging out, man.
It was like On the Grill with Bobby Flay, or I can't remember what it was, but that was legit. That was like OG Bobby Flay.
Right. But that's the shit I gotta watch if I'm at home. I need some noise in the background. I can't have a quiet house, so I have to throw something on in the background. So it's gotta be something I'm not paying that close attention to. Anything true life, stuff that I don't think I'd be into, I'll get sucked into. But Food Network's in that right path. Sometimes I'll stretch and someone's smoking a brisket, and I'll be like, okay, I'm with you for about 5-10 minutes here. Yeah. But then I'm back out, I can tag out.
That brisket's a bitch, though. You know what I mean?
It's a tough one.
You go too far, she all dried up. You don't go far enough, she all dried up.
It's either tough or just melt in your mouth. Fuck yes, we did it.
That's a hard motherfucker to do. And expensive for such a shitty piece of meat.
Right.
They get you on that deal.
Right. That's why I stick with ribs and turkeys, man.
What do you think? You ready to do this? In
Yeah,
the
all
club
day.
tonight. Well, you
All
know,
day. All day.
it's been a while for me, and I think my list is going to show that. It's unfortunate, but you can pinpoint my time I spent in the club probably from my list.
All right.
I do feel like some of these probably still rolling. They got to,
Oh, of
but
course.
they got to. Some of these are some favorites. But tonight, 5 for 5, we're going strip club songs.
All right. I'm with it, dude.
Well, I mean, what I'm getting is whether you on tip row or you in that back room when the song comes
Yeah.
on,
Oh, okay. Okay.
you know,
So every
shit
every
means
section.
business.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yep.
And as always, you're going to be up on stage first. So what you got? Number 5.
Well, I got to this just always seems to come on. It's a crowd favorite. And like if you listen to the lyrics, it works, but it doesn't quite work. But the beat and the guttural sounds, like every time I hear the song, even in my car or just like when no one else is around, I can swear I can hear large clacking of giant platform heels, but it's down with the sickness, man.
Out of the
Wow.
gate, going disturbed. All
Yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
When you give it to me, like, yeah, like the crescendos of it, dude, like it's always everything about it. It just vibes with the joint.
I
don't know
can
if
see
they're
her
trying
right
to
now.
say.
She hates her father.
Yeah.
She ain't in college. She got some kids to feed, though. I know. What's her name? What do you think her name is?
Man, there's so many routes you could go here. There, because
She just come out. She just Tiffany. You
I was
know
about
what
to
I mean?
say, if
She
you're
ain't even
going
trying to
with
get
the
nothing wild.
aesthetics,
She
might
just
have
Tiffany.
a PH in it. TYPHANI.
All right, my 5, and these cats gonna come up all through my list. I love them. They are the Nickelback of strip club. I know, not singers, performers. I don't know what you want to call them, but that's Bartender, T-Pain, and Akon.
Mm-hmm.
They legit could be the playlist for my strip club venture. I mean, I don't think them boys get enough credit. Auto tune, no auto tune, I don't give a shit. Them boys put out some catchy ass songs. And
Oh
that
man,
ass,
definitely.
T-Pain. Anytime T-Pain comes on, the ass is moving. And that's what I'm looking for.
All right, man. That's a hot one, dude. And it sets the vibe, dude. He's the modern day Nate Dogg. Like someone had to take the torch, and back in the day, it was you were listening to a little bit of a rough West Coast beat, dude. But when Nate Dogg came on, everything was okay. And then fast forward to now, when you hear T-Pain, everything's just okay. And like, you're in that club vibe and everything just works when you
He
hear his
happy as
voice.
hell too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Every time
man.
you see that guy, he in an interview, he ain't ever got no beef with nobody. You know what I mean? Love me some T-Pain.
Yeah, he did that. He did a song with Lonely Island. He's just always seems like a good dude, man. Oh man, where am I going to go next? I kind of want to stay in that realm.
I'm
And this
telling
one's
you, mine's gonna be real specific. It just we
I'm
might
gonna
go a little bit
go with
older.
yeah. This one isn't older. Well, yeah, it is kind of older, but it's in the same realm, and it's way on the nose. But sometimes you know what, you got to be obvious when you're up in the club. And I'm taking "Bottoms Up" by Trey Songz featuring Nicki Minaj, dude.
All right.
Bottoms
love
up,
me some
bottoms
Nicki
up,
Minaj.
up.
Love me some
Got a
Nicki
couple
Minaj.
dollars, but a couple ain't enough.
It
Yeah,
never is, to be honest. I mean,
exactly. Like it says, it's on the nose, man. Like we're not being
Anytime I've been
vague
at the
here.
strip club and the change comes out, your ass is getting asked to leave. So it's happened, but where to go next? I go there. I'm gonna have to leave a couple out. Oh boy. All right. I got to do this one. I put this one at the end of my list, but I knew I wanted to get it out early, wanted to get it on there. And that's Still Not a Player, Big Pun, and Fat Joe.
Mm,
You want to talk about some
right.
chubby loving? You get Big Pun and Fat Joe in the house. They're probably my two favorite Puerto Ricans ever. Be honest. I don't know.
Yeah.
Joey
It's hard to
Diaz be up
argue.
there, but I'm taking these cats.
Nice. All right.
Not a player, but I just crush it a lot.
Like the beat is fun too. Like
Exactly.
you get those first few notes and you're already there.
You know what it is. You know what's coming.
Uh-huh. Got one that's so specific, but I don't know if I want to go that route or not. All right, yeah, I'm gonna paint a little picture here, and this song maybe even not everybody knows, but when I go to the club, for some reason, not for some reason, you know, like everybody's playing their role. You know, you got like someone in like a baby doll dress trying to dress up, or you know, you got the you know, the tomboyish looking person over here.
Yep.
But there's
Button-up
always
t-shirt.
like
Yep.
yeah. But yeah, like you know, wearing like a rib tank top or something, but it's working. But for some reason, every single time, and I'm good with it, don't get me wrong, I enjoy when it happens. It's always the alt/goth dancer, performer. What do we want to go with? Always beelines for me. I don't know if it's because I, you know, kind of clean cut, always having a good time, but always beelines for me, dude. And I love it, man. We're going to get private dances. We're chilling, you know. I would say 8 out of 10 times I've done a private dance with said goth alt. I don't even know what the nomenclature is these days for this kind of look, but you know, black nails, tats. I'm in it. I'm about it.
Wednesday Addams, I got you.
Yeah. But 8 out of 10 times when a private dance comes on, it's Changed by the Deftones is the song. If you don't know it, or you don't think you know it, but right now, everybody listening, pause for like 5 minutes, pull up your YouTube, put that song in, and you're like, oh shit, I totally remember this song. It was like that new metal stage, like early
summer.
aughts.
Shove it. I'm a huge fan of it. That's when I got into the Deftones.
Early aughts, man. But yeah, 8 out of 10 times, dude. I'm just like
getting ready to get rough with you, is what you're saying.
Yeah. But they also have some damage too. And so like you start listening to the lyrics, and I'm like, oh man, like you're taking it out on me a little bit, and I'm good with it. But so an oddly specific anecdote there, but it's definitely if I'm picking 5, it's probably been my co-pilot for a many experience. So I gotta roll with that.
So you got a little Paign kink. It's all good, brother. Just throw it out there. Let everybody know.
That's right.
Who was it? Jimmy Pop. The lap dance is better when the stripper is crying. You know what I mean? Shit, just come out and say it, brother. That's all you got to do.
I mean, we've all thought
You're not lying.
Right. Why are we there?
All right. My 3. I hate to do this. If I throw this 3 up, I got to get 1 off. Damn it. I don't know. All right. You Can Do It. Ice Cube and Mac 10. It's one of them. As soon as you hear it pop up, oh, you can do it. Put your back into it. Exactly. I'm gonna ask, man. I mean, we ain't pulling no punches here, so I'm looking for songs that are gonna work that out. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, put your ass
Little
into
Ice
it.
Cube, little West Side Connection. I'm in there. I'm in there like
Mhm.
swimwear. Huge fan.
Hell yeah, dude. Mm, man, I've already told one story. Do I do it again? Or do I go more chalk, as they say? You know, we're getting into March Madness here. Do I go
Yeah, yeah.
chalk?
Rock,
Mm,
Chalk, Jayhawk.
stop.
Shit.
It's tough for an Atlanta fan when you say that, dude. Like
It's all good. Bill Self went there. Should turned out great for him. It happens.
it,
Fuck, it
it,
happens.
it just turned out great for him.
Fuck, they ain't missed one in the last 20 years or something. It's crazy.
Right. No, they've like won the conference like 18 out of mm, I got a lot, dude. I've got a lot. I'm
I,
feeling like
I just left 3 on the board that I ain't happy about. But I know how my next 2 are going, so I'm not happy about it.
all right, this one's a little bit I do like hip hop. And this one I've always seen a lot of good routines too. And I wouldn't even put this rapper on my top list, but he makes a lot of club anthems, a lot of ones that hit hard. I'm gonna take Candy Shop by 50 Cent.
Damn.
Yeah.
I had 150 on there. Magic Stick. It was 8 though. It was 8. It was
Yeah,
last
yeah.
on my list. Him and Lil Kim. Candy Shop's a good one. To be honest, Akon, T-Pain, like I was talking, their music specific. It only gets played in certain places.
That's true.
That's what we're talking about. And speaking of number 2, I'm gonna go Smack That by Akon. So it's funny that even came up, but yeah, like I said, mine's got a bit of a you can see, I got a specific lane I'm working in.
You do, man. You haven't really hit much.
You'll never get my last one. You'll never get my last one.
I thought I was coming off the beaten path with Deftones, dude. You know, if you're gonna
No,
out
you
weird
wasn't.
me, dude.
You wasn't.
No,
My last one ain't weird. It's just gonna be when you hear what it is, you be like, hell yeah, I know exactly. I've been there, seen this one, but it's been a while.
Oh, now I'm feeling like I should reach deeper in my bag. You're kind of
That little bag of tricks out.
mm-hmm.
My honorable mentions might be better than my list. I don't know. Shit.
That's true. I feel I should throw. I do got a bit of both. I feel like I should kind of balance it around with a little bit of rock, but
Now listen. I've been to the Silver Bullet. There ain't too many rock songs being played. I know the
no.
clientele. I know the clientele. Billy the Cheetah Club. Come on now.
Well, if we're gonna get into, like
Shit.
if we're painting the perfect picture here, I'm at the bell curve of the club. I like.
Yeah.
I need either the far end where it's like somebody retrofitted a pole barn halfway between Stickville and Booby County, or
Kappa. You talking about Kappa Cabana.
yeah,
I get it.
basically, yeah, in a way.
I got you.
In a way.
I feel you.
It may be what I'm picturing in my head. Or I want like the top end. Like I've already decided I'm going to spend a ridiculous, stupid amount of money.
Yeah. We paying some bills tonight for somebody.
Yeah, there's going to be a dude that's shoveling a scoop full of ice every
Before I take
drip
a piss.
while I'm peeing.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I need to have one or the other. There's no half measures, man. I don't need a half-ass club. I don't need food.
You ever been to the Chubb Club Chubb
No, I haven't.
Cabaret?
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was called that. Then yeah, definitely. I've
That's
been to
just
Club
the
Cabaret
nickname we always
plenty
call
of
it.
times.
Club Chubb.
Plenty of times.
But yeah, I always thought that was the shit. Oh boy, loading that pisser up for
Yeah, man.
busting it. You trying to figure out how many cubes you getting ready to knock out, but
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It's on the nose, but I felt like I had a couple vague ones. But I'm gonna take Buck Cherry Crazy Bitch.
I knew it. I knew it was coming. When you said
It
rock,
is.
I
It's
knew
got
it.
to, man.
It does. It does. It definitely serves a purpose.
Because it's always the feature dancer that does it. Because like they're obvious about it, you know. Maybe early on in the night, like if you're one of those degenerates like myself that gets there at like 9:30 to ease because like you know they're trying out new material or they're playing like a
I'm
B
trying to get in
side.
before they start charging cover. Like, this motherfucker been here since lunch.
Right, that too.
He ain't stepped out once.
They'll do something a little bit more you know, experimental or like, you know, artsy. But like 1:30, man, Crazy Bitch is coming on every time and it's their headliner.
Yeah, we're gonna get some furniture moving around this motherfucker. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
This ain't on the satellite. This the main stage.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The little fire might be involved. We don't know.
Yeah. Pyro, definitely. Pyrotechnics, dude. All day.
All right, my one, not as heavy of a hitter, but like I said, mine's gonna set the mood. You've heard this song, you've been there, you know all about it. And that's Peaches and Cream by 112.
Yeah.
I mean, just hearing that song, it's like the Whisper song is the Yin Yang Twins. I hear it, I know exactly what we're talking about. Love it.
Love
Just
that song too.
the
Man.
smile we both got going on right now. That's what happens every time I hear that song.
I can sing it in my head, man.
You hear it right now. It's playing.
Oh yeah. Beautiful, dude. Nah, I wasn't gonna guess that one. But now that you say it, dude, I feel it's stupid that like I didn't have it on mine.
And then the ones I left off my list, Cyclone, probably should have been on there.
Definitely.
Baby Bash. I don't even know who the hell that is, but T-Pain was in it. I know T-Pain.
Oh yeah.
Magic Stick, obviously. Blame It by T-Pain. Like I said, this guy, he just steady in the club. This is what he does. This is what he does.
That's his move.
That's his niche, man. He's like, fuck it. I got this. I've been to a couple clubs. And I bet I bet some of these cats, man, they hit up the club stupid. You know what I mean? Shit. I don't even know. Stupid. I'm trying to hit up the gas station to get some ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You don't want to pay that $200 transaction fee for the ATM in the club, man. That's not even rookie move, dude. That's baseline.
No, they're gonna clip you. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah. You got to come prepared. I had again going back to the all closer's always going by 9 Inch Nails. There's some girls will go buck for that one, dude. Feel you from the inside, fuck you like an animal. It's just
I know. Yeah.
It gets raw out there, man. But I dig it. I had Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg on there. It's always a classic. I Like a Thick Girl, so Milkshake by Khalees always does me right.
How nobody end up with any Juvenile?
I know.
No Limit Soldiers.
I'm tired of it, dude.
It had a long time. Hell yeah, it did.
It's probably coming. It's probably about time to come back. It's probably,
somehow Lil Weezy's the only one that made it through it.
Yeah, I know. Snoop had his moment though. He was in there for a little bit. I could go for some Mystical, dude, if that goes on in the club too.
Hell
But
yeah.
and Britney Spears, Slave for You. That'll always work for me too. That's on there.
Who's
That's
the
on
other
the
one? Manny
mix.
Fresh, Birdman. Always dug that guy.
I
felt like
go ahead.
everybody else in there besides Juvenile turned out more famous. You know what I mean? His ass just kind of he
Right?
just disappeared, but he's the one that got all the fucking play.
I know.
How many times I heard that song on MTV?
Exactly. Oh man, that wasn't there was Make Them Say and then everything else was Juvenile, dude. Nobody
One
else
of my
got any love.
favorite strip clubs of all times. I can't remember what it's called. There's like 2 of them just outside of St. Louis. I want to say it's across the bridge. I'm not sure. I would consider East St. Louis.
Yeah, no, it's across the bridge.
But probably one of the best like strip club experiences I've ever had is in that place. I mean, there's a lot of stretch marks and bullet holes and shit, but it was a good ass time. I mean,
but you're there for the night, dude, because no Uber, no cab, nobody's coming back there to get you after 2 a.m. Man, you realize it's you're there to breakfast, man. It's just that's just how it's gonna have to be. You got that's why they pack them all together.
Yeah,
so
you're digging your
all
heels,
right, man. You can go to like
Shit.
2 or 3 of them in the course of 6 hours, dude. You'll be okay. There's always like a secret room too. Like, oh man, I didn't know they had the shower room. Like, okay.
So when you brought up Crazy Bitch, in my mind, I've been to a couple places, a little Vujade with a shower room before.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the perfect place for that song.
Yes. There's always a lot of hair thrashing whenever that one comes on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wet hair
water
thrashing,
whipping around.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. We've been to the same place at the same time. We just didn't know it.
Right. Motherfucker, we might have been in that room together.
That's true.
Shit.
That's true. That's true. You don't make eye contact too much.
No. Why does motherfucker got his hand on my leg? This ain't his lap dance.
Hey, why is he burning a hole in my head, man? Like, dude.
Like I said, at the Silver Bullet, you ain't got no choice but to be in that cat's lap dance because everybody in there like this. What up, boss? What up? We in the hallway together.
You're in the chorus line, dude. You just put your hands on each other's shoulders. It's like, do we all get to split this since we're so close?
10 for you, 10 for you. No, that's my biggest knock on that place. To be honest, the chintzy part, I don't care necessarily. I think that fits well in some strip clubs. Kind of be a little hole in the wall, but your space, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why the Malibu was always king here until it went out of business.
How do strip clubs go out of business? What do you think? What do you think happened?
There was too many extras is how it went out of business.
Yeah.
They got I got
People got wise to it.
I got busted one too many times. Yeah, that's how it went out of business, man. But no, there was plenty of space in there. That place was but it was, yeah, they'd have like couple rooms with like lattice, you know, that you put underneath your porch.
Yeah, hell yeah, breaking it up.
Yeah,
it's like a Chinese restaurant or something.
Right. They had a couple of those, but other than that, it was all private rooms, and word got out.
Too fucking private.
They got They just basically were. They were doing the quiet. All right, they were doing the quiet parts out loud. You only get a few students in there starting to spread rumors before other folks start hearing about it.
How you gonna shut a place down for a couple blowjobs? You know what I mean? Goddamn, son. Shit happens. I mean, you got a willing participant between two, adults that agree to something. Who cares? That's the big. To be honest, that's a bunch of horse shit. I think myself. Don't you?
Oh yeah, man.
Shit.
What happened is somebody's significant other found out about it, and then it becomes a problem.
Maybe they should have been doing something about it. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? I hate to be that way, but
yeah, right. I'm
God
gonna
damn it,
say
Nancy. That dick ain't gonna
exactly.
suck itself, girl.
Don't tell me you don't have a rubber band somewhere in your house.
Yeah, shit, I'll hold it for you. I'll hold that hair. God damn. No,
But
yeah, I've been to some fucking rundown ass places. They got the fucking stingers up there, the old B team rocking. I just don't know how one would go out of business as long as you're not fucking with people on cover, some crazy ass number for what the place is. You're taking care of the people that work there, obviously, because they need to at least show up every fucking day. Like, I don't see how these places would go out of business. There's
Yep.
definitely a need for them.
Yep.
And not so much need, maybe a demand. There's definitely a demand. The porn industry is huge.
Oh yeah, man.
And I would like to believe as people, we had not lost touch with like the live version of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The hub is what it is. You know what I mean? But
It's what, man, the internet is like 90% that, dude. It's the whole reason why the internet's advanced as far as it has. Because it was doing the heavy lifting for so many years
since
to build up
vid,
the bandwidth.
I gotta imagine that shit has tripled.
Oh shit, yeah.
OnlyFans alone, I think, went from like 70,000 people to 100 million. Like,
Right,
everybody got one. Grandma down the street got one.
And there's still room for all the other competition, man. There can't be enough
Crazy.
competition out there. There's somebody out there that needs to see a girl step on a cake in their bare feet with their butt in there, man. And there's a site just for that.
You know how hard that shit
That's
is asked for on
specific.
the street, though?
Exactly.
Without somebody laughing at you?
Exactly. That's not the request you make at 9 o'clock when you're hanging out with your honey. Like, hey,
I
maybe we
bought
should
this cake,
spice
though.
things up. It's like, oh sure, yeah. You want me to like wear an outfit? I need you precisely to step on this apple pie and really mash it between your toes is what I need you to do. But while you're doing it, I'm gonna spank you here with this tiny broom, and at that point they're tapping out 90% of the time, man. That's what the internet's for.
Which is wild, though. You know what I mean? If your significant other isn't down to do some weird shit like that, I don't know. I think you should give them a free pass. Fuck it.
There's a lot of people that shouldn't be together, man. That's the problem.
Touche.
It's just the time went by. It's like, I don't dislike you the most, so let's get married and have kids because I'm 35 and I'm nervous. Too many of those situations. So you're not getting the pie squash, man. You're just getting
what you're getting.
Right. You're getting an amicable relationship and your namesake to not die out, dude.
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Fuck all that. I mean, that should get old after a while.
Man, my kids just taught me that little rhyme this year, man. I thought maybe it was just a thing that my teacher made up. Now you just blew my whole mind up.
Yeah. I can't imagine that works too well in the bedroom, but I'm going to try it out. Fuck it. She come at me like that again, I'm be like, you get what you get.
You don't throw a fit. Oh, too late.
No, but in your mind,
what do you feel about your bartenders at a strip club, man?
So unlike Tina, getting back to Tina,
sure.
I feel like sometimes what I don't like at a strip club is to have a bartender that wishes he was on the stage.
Yeah. Yep.
If you know what I mean.
100%.
We're selling drinks tonight. We're not selling titties. I'm still going to tip you. I'm going to tip you well.
Right.
Just bring me my drinks. I really don't need this in-depth conversation because every other woman in this place is trying to give that to me right now.
Exactly.
Seriously, just bring me my fucking drink. I'm gonna take care of you, but don't be running interference because your ass ain't getting on this table. I promise.
I need no nonsense
Set my
because
beer down.
that's what happens. Because most of the time, the girls are bringing you drinks. Oh, I'll get that for you, honey. Whatever. But I like to stretch my legs, man. I've been there since lunch, so I got to get up and walk around, take a stroll.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not feeling the featured dancer at this moment, but my boys still got my seat saved, so I'm gonna stretch out. I'm gonna walk up to the bar. But yeah, I don't need a second performance over there, man. I just need I need my drink. I need to keep moving.
How do you feel about seating arrangements? Because, like, say you come into a club and it ain't busy, you sitting back, or you getting right up on Tip Road, just setting up shop?
What I strive for
What's etiquette? I guess. What do you believe etiquette would be?
I'm in between because a lot of clubs, you're right. There's front row, then there's like 4 top tables, and then there's like the bleachers. Like there's
Right.
booths or something raised up, where everybody's laying back in the cut. But in between there is usually some 4 tops. And if I have my way, I love it when they have like those like pleather, because you got to wipe these down. So they got the pleather seats with casters on them. So we're rolling, man. I'm mobile. I'm either, because we usually got a couple tables going, and rather than pushing them together, you don't want to fuck up the aesthetic. So I'm rolling between tables. We're bullshitting. We're talking. But also, if they're like coming over to talk to you, the girls are coming over, now I got like this mobile scene, dude. I can move around a little bit.
I guess I didn't even think about that, but the Chubb does got like some barrel chairs with some casters on them.
Yeah, man,
It's a big ass office chair.
I love it, dude.
But it's like a barrel chair. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but it's
Yeah,
like a peg cut out. You know what I mean? You just sink in that motherfucker.
it's kind of adventurous, man. It's like my own like amusement ride. Like literally. It's it's something fun about it. Yeah. That's my main spot. Mid range. So it's not
Center
obvious
field.
when I get up. I'm not hurting
Willie
anybody's
Mays.
feelings.
You want to be Willie
Yeah.
Mays in that motherfucker. You're out in center
Mhm.
field. Okay. Because we've had this disagreement before. There was a place I got asked to leave one time. I was sitting up on Tip Row. I had my money sitting on the rail with my drink on top of it. Somebody comes out not interested. I ain't even paying attention to her, to be honest.
Mhm.
She comes, takes my drink off my money, and grabs my stack.
Oh.
I put my hand on top of her hand, and I said, let go of my fucking money. She grabbed the whole motherfucker, you know what I mean? And I don't remember what was there. And she started running her mouth about something. So I reached in my pocket, grabbed all the change I had, threw it up there. As soon as that happens, some dark hand comes over, touch me. I was like, listen, I'll kick myself out. You ain't gonna worry about it.
I did it.
I know where we're going. She told her ass the same thing. But everybody said I was in the wrong for sitting there. Well, I ain't gonna get up just because your ugly ass come on the stage. I know the next one's got to be better. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Shit, I've
man.
been sitting here for a while. Leave me alone.
I bought a ticket for Rolling Stones. If Rusted Root comes on first, man, I'm still in my seat. But fuck, man,
I'm not interested.
I'm talking to my boy over here. Like, you're an opening act, man. I'm waiting for the main. But you don't touch. There's also just
I don't touch you.
Unwritten rules. They don't.
Right.
You don't. I give you money. You don't take money. I mean,
And I ain't
there's
saying
a boundary here.
It wasn't presented. I didn't have that motherfucker folded up like a tent, a kite, nothing. It's sitting there, had my drink right on top of it. Ain't nothing been offered to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And at the time, I think you could still smoke. My cigarettes might have been sitting there, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a fucking offer, I promise.
Right.
The change was, but she didn't want to pick it up. So fuck her.
I'm not touching you inappropriately. That's just sitting there too. Well, there's boundaries here, man. We both have our boundaries.
Yeah, she broke him. Fuck
You
her.
put forward to me what you want me to touch. I don't come grabbing for it. I'll give you money when you get it, but you don't come grab for it, man. Like
What's
it's just a give and take.
what's the best trick you've ever seen at the strip club?
Oh man.
You know, every now and then they get them road entertainers. They get them people. They
Yeah,
ain't the, you know, like this chick
yeah.
put in
The feature dance.
250 days on the road.
Yeah. One night only. You know, and it's like around here, it's
Bridget
like
the midget.
right.
One night
But it's
only.
also like Tuesday because like they're just picking up some extra scratch before they make it to Chicago by Friday, you know, like so it's always like, oh man, well, I guess we can make it out on a Tuesday at midnight. Man, that's a tough one. When you were talking about the pyrotechnics, man, like I always do dig that when they have like the magician paper. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like they're flipping off like little hot things, like with the beat of the music, and it comes out of nowhere, and I'm already focused somewhere else, and all of a sudden I'm just kind of like, oh, right on, man. I love when that happens. I do love but man, I've seen more. I got more horror stories. Well, what about you, man?
So I got a great one. I wish
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
remember. I wish I could remember her name, but it was at can't. It was called the Roadhouse. It's still here in Peoria. I think it's still open. I'm not sure. It looked like it was the other day I drove by, but I did not stop in. Some cat's birthday. All right. Now this place was really cool. The satellites were real close to the stage. Stage had more seating than it needed for the size of this place. So this chick had came in. She came out a couple times like throughout the night. It's probably 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Now it's time for the show. Like the show is coming out, right?
Right.
So this cat had been in there all night. It wasn't his birthday. I think he was getting married. I think it was a bachelor party. So she gets him up there. Usual shirt comes off, pants come off. She whipping him with the belt, but she ain't being an asshole about it, right?
Right. Playful.
So she walks around. She grabs $5 bills from people. She lays his ass down on the main stage, and she starts taking these dollars and setting on him like in different spots. But she takes that last one and puts it in his mouth, and they're all tent style, long, just folded in half long ways,
lengthwise. Yeah.
So
Pup tent.
she's walking, and obviously in some states they might be topless only. Illinois, we're lucky enough that every now and then everything comes off.
Sure.
So she drops the pants, and she starts squatting down, picking those dollars up
With precision.
without her hands. I mean, craziest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. She gets to that last one, and that fucking dollar bill is folded up like origami by the time she picks it up. I mean, she's just all up in his shit and stands up with it. I'm like, what the fuck is like she got stickum on them lips or something, man. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Could pick it up and just drop it. It was crazy. Blew my mind.
That's wild. It's wild. He came up looking like a glazed donut, I bet.
Oh, he was happier than fuck, man. Happiest goddamn person I've ever seen in my life. Now that's taken away because I've seen some chicks do some shit on the pole that just blow your mind. Like
I can't describe
15, 20 feet in the air, upside down, slide, stop within a foot of, being paralyzed. Crazy.
Exactly. Like she's gonna land on her head. Nope.
The bad part is she's had as many drinks and as much cocaine as I have. There ain't no fucking way I'd get up there and do that. Shit.
Oh yeah, man. But yeah, I can't describe those, like, or like that was the first time I ever saw when someone's like walking in the air, but they're like upside down, and
Love
like
it.
their
Yes,
feet
yep,
are kind of, so it's like
they miming.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
Yeah. So it's like, oh man, dude, you got some serious upper body strength. And yeah, man, you mentioned those rules. Indiana's got really weird rules. My buddy's got a house over there that we kind of go crash at. And we went to like a dual club. So upstairs, they sell liquor. It's only
Top's gotta stay on.
topless.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yep.
No, it's just topless. Bottom's got to stay on. Downstairs, fully nude, but they don't sell any liquor, and it's 18 and over.
Wild.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, what? So they're like borderline high school kids downstairs in the fully nude club.
You know
Like
what you
going
don't
in-
do in Indiana on fucking Sunday ever? Go there.
Right.
And no liquor sales. You fucking know that?
Yeah, Indiana's just fucked up in general.
I went to the Indy 5 one time, and we didn't even think to stop in Illinois and load up. So we just pull it in, like, oh fuck, hit up the gas station, whatever. You go in there, it's like chained up, blacked out, like, oh no, sir, we didn't nothing on Sunday. The fuck you mean nothing on Sunday? That was my first taste.
Did you get fleeced?
No, we ended up going.
Came extra prepared there for some buddies from Illinois. Like, I'll sell you this case of beer for $50.
We ended up drunker than fuck at the. I guess it was the Brickyard. Maybe that's what it was. It wasn't no formula race. It was NASCAR. So I don't know. I was drunk, bunch of hillbillies. I was toast.
It didn't matter what the race was.
I just walk around saying, Dale, I miss you, Dale. That's all I kept saying. I know that. I don't give two fucks about NASCAR, but I was having a good ass time that day.
Yeah, man, I don't know anything about it, dude. We got our rules changed when the Bears renovated Soldier Field. They came down to play all their home games here in Champaign.
Oh yeah.
And until then, beer sales didn't start till noon on Sunday. But as soon as word came that the Bears were coming, it changed to 6 a.m. real quick. And it's been that way ever since, man.
I do remember that. They were solid. Devin Hester on the squad. I mean,
it was fun, dude. It was really fun. We had Monday Night Football.
A-Train was on the team.
Yeah, it was A-Train. I think Eric Kramer might have been quarterback, even like talking way back. But we had Monday Night Football in Champaign, Illinois, dude. It was wild business, dude. Packers beat the living shit out of us. How are the football games
down there?
In general, like the college ones?
Yeah.
The college ones are 100% tailgate because our team's been so rough. We just had a great season this last season, and Brett's kind of giving us some hope. But we know how fragile that is around here. But
yeah,
there's a solid decade and change where most people, if they went in for a quarter, but they were there at like 6 a.m. to, start smoking meat, setting up their games. Like our tailgates are live, but the actual game experience is still lacking, man.
So like 2 years ago, I went to my first college football game. I went to Notre Dame and watched them play Navy at Notre Dame. It was pretty badass. I'm not a fan of either one, but
right.
The history of the game.
Yeah.
The whole, I mean, it was pretty badass. So I didn't know how they got down there in Champaign.
Nah, like I said, we had too many years of false hope, dude. So it's tough to keep them in. We're at the actual like in stadium. If we're like at 60 to 70% capacity, it's a pretty great crowd. We'll occasionally sell out, after we string together some wins, but for a big set, I mean, shoot, there's tens and tens of thousands of people outside tailgating their asses off.
And they stay that way the whole game? They just pay for that parking pass.
Yeah. There'll be people out there from like 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. at least, dude. Like straight through.
They ain't watched the fucking ounce of that game. Just
No. They'll have full flat screens set up and satellite
okay,
dishes.
okay.
Like they'll be
They
out watching.
breaking tables and shit or what?
No,
Little
we're
Bills
not.
Mafia
We're not
action or
Bills.
no?
No. Not
Fuck.
much of that. I mean, people will get loose, but there's no real traditions or any kind of it's just your standard run around from party to party. It's just like, yeah.
Just
It's like
waiting for Dick Butkus to come back.
basically. Yeah.
God
He
damn it,
does
son.
every now and then, man. He's been coming back. After we put that statue up of him, man, he comes back more frequently now.
Maybe
They
that's what
put
they need. They need to start putting some money in that joint. You know they're making money down there.
It's getting better. The facilities are straight. It's just the product needs to catch up with it, man.
It's like the wrestling team getting ready to spend like $5 million, I think, on their.
I think it's
They're
even
getting
more
rid
than
of
that,
Huff
man.
Hall. Huff
Yeah,
Hall
it's even
going by
more
the
than that.
wayside.
It's more than that. One specific donor in particular, like put up a and it was dog eared just for that. So yeah, they're putting up a whole new thing. It'll get there, baby. We just kind of did our baseball field pretty well because we actually got good enough to host like a tournament game, and they realized how poor the facilities were, so
They turfed up now.
yeah.
Where the fuck is the baseball field?
It's all right in the same section, man.
Is it?
It's right off of Florida / Kirby Avenue there, just on the south side, just a little bit past the hall.
So I went down there a couple years ago. And they did this grapple in the Grove. They rolled the wrestling mats out in the Grove. Had some big ass heaters out there because it was like 30 fucking degrees. It was the worst goddamn day in Illinois to be like, hey, let's have a wrestling match. And it wasn't too bad. It was cool, like the idea of it. But maybe 2 years before that, on my birthday, I went and watched Illinois or Iowa wrestle Oklahoma State at Kinnick Stadium in front of, I don't know, 40,000 people. That was pretty cool too.
Yeah. No, we don't have those kind of crowds for wrestling.
The 500 people that showed up for the grapple on the Grove. It was a good
big
idea,
crowd
but
for us, dude. That's a big crowd for us.
They had the right idea, but the facilities, the traditions, the shit you're talking about, like they lack.
Yeah.
Because you have enough people there, you could fill that fucking football stadium every weekend for anything.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta get people to show the fuck up.
There's a rub. People go out less and less than they used to now, man.
Hey, they did it to us, and we allowed them to do it. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, man. It's just people got real cozy, dude. They don't like to go out so you got to work extra hard to make live events work, dude.
Recently, a little personal issue in the pub. Recently, my old lady been going back and forth with her work. At the time she was hired, they had kind of tucked their tail and did the safe government route and told everybody go work at home. So when they hired people, they hired them remote. Well, within the last 3 months, they got this big ass building they've been paying for 3 years.
Right.
Ain't nobody in it. And now they're like trying to hold people at gunpoint to come back to work. And she asked me, I was like, fuck them. They knew what the situation was when they hired you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they wanted to eat shit. There was a lot of people that never got to stay at home for certain shit. You know what I mean? They stayed working out there and they turned out okay.
Yeah.
But it's good to see that some of those people, because it did fuck people up. People are different.
Yeah.
My old lady, she don't even go shop no more. The first time someone would go out and buy them groceries and bag them up and put them somewhere, her fucking ass don't even do it no more. I'm serious, though.
Yeah.
She'll ask me, I'm like, fuck my ass to go to the store. What are you talking about? I'm going to go shopping. Shit. I got to see. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to use these legs. But there are some people, you're right, man. They don't do it no more.
It was, I mean, tough beforehand, you know, people just trying to fill arenas. It was always a gamble depending on, but now it's twice as hard, man. You got to really put a product out there to make people go. I mean, Maverick tried to save cinema, but I mean, theaters closed. Like people won't spend money to make movies unless it's part of a franchise. Like it's got to have some sort of following before they risk putting movies out in theaters.
I can't fuck with most of them Netflix movies. They ain't good. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe I don't smoke enough weed. I don't know. But a lot of these movies, I can't. You got 10 minutes with me. If I ain't in it in 10 minutes, I'm out.
Right, but there's just not as many. That's why I celebrated Cocaine Bear when it came out, because that's just a simple formula right there.
Correct.
And I miss that shit. As a child of the 90s, I miss like having like a monthly or semi-monthly. Here's Van Damme and whatever contrived plot we came up with. He's
Tommy
twins
Boy,
now. He's
Black
twins
Sheep.
now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Here's
I
Van
know
Damme,
exactly
and
what you're talking about.
he's got a twin, but it's Van Damme kicking ass for 90 minutes and that's it. But they don't make those movies anymore unless it's like Fast and the Furious 17 or a comic book character that you heard of. Luckily, Wick broke through early enough, but I mean, like,
let's talk
now
about
they got to make 5 Wicks instead of a movie that's kind of like it, but a little bit more original.
JCVD might be the best action actor hero of all time. I think so. I think he is. I put him right up there.
He's one of my favorites by far. Yeah.
That fucking that part in Kickboxer where he's sitting in that little bar and drinking a little too much of that sake with the fucking cobra in it, doing the splits on the 2 chairs. Fuck, you kidding me? Chuck Norris can't do that shit. No Steven Seagal.
No.
Bruce Willis don't even know where he's at. Arnold Schwarzenegger can't understand him. Shit.
Oh, yeah, that was my dude, man.
He was a gangster, man.
He had me at Bloodsport, and I bought season tickets to everything he did after that. I'm just like,
Hard to Kill. Now you're gonna give him a Cajun accent. Motherfucker been French his whole life. Got the duster on. Shit. Wilford Brimley's his grandfather now. God damn it. I take it. I'll take it all day.
But they need just more shit like that, man. Like Cocaine Bear. That's it, dude. It's a stupid thing, but it's not really a horror movie. It's kind of action. Give me more shit like that where I can just go turn my brain off for 90 minutes and it doesn't have to be, some part of some already existing universe.
Last week, me and Beans, Tall Boy Radio, we did our 5 for 5 was famous clowns, favorite clowns, whatever. My number one was Pennywise.
Sure.
The original. Timmy. Because last week, me and my wife, we watched the new ones. That fucking guy, he is awful. That movie, they shit all over that movie, man. That fucking thing was, I couldn't do it.
I saw the first one.
You have everything. You have everything at your disposal now.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to make it look like that. You know what I mean? It was just fucking... Fuck, I couldn't do it, man. So bad. And such a great storyline. You know what I mean? Like, that is... Anybody in the world who has a fear of clowns...
Yeah.
It's Pennywise's fault. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Very rarely were you ever like worried that John Wayne Gacy was going to come snatch you up in the middle of the night. But Pennywise ass, he'll get you anywhere. You seen a red balloon, you thought that motherfucker was close.
It was him for me and the doll from Poltergeist. Remember that clown doll?
Hell yeah.
That doll was fucked up, man. That got me. That movie got me, I was probably like 8 when I saw it for the first time, but it was like kids getting snatched into TVs, trees attacking kids, fucked up clowns, dead people coming to life in their pool, like dude's face melting off in the sink. That movie was a mind trip, man.
You know what might actually be weirder? is the real story behind that fucking show.
Oh, about how many people died on the cast and stuff.
And there might actually been some legit, whatever, to that being some sort of burial ground, and that girl
Right.
dies of like sepsis, and it's fucking wild, man.
It's a lot of it was a significant amount of the cast, dude. Luckily, Coach Hayden T. Fry came out unscathed, but not so many
What the
people
fuck are you
got
gonna do to Craig T. Nelson? I mean, what are you gonna do to him, man? Not a goddamn thing.
Nothing.
Coaching in
Daubers got
Minnesota
it
didn't
back.
kill him, so shit.
Exactly. Tim Curry did some heavy lifting back in the day, man. Like when you think about it,
He's so good.
that dude did Pennywise, but then he also did Clue and
Congo. I
yeah.
think was. I love that movie. I loved him in Congo.
But he did like Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then he did that. Remember that movie Legend?
Yep.
When he played like the devil dude with like the big ass
Yep.
horns.
Wild ass wig. Yep.
Yeah, like that dude had a wide palette, man. He played a little bit of everything.
Good.
Just a talented ass dude that nobody really talks about, man.
Ever. Done him dirty.
Yeah. Where's he been for a while, man?
He did. Very unfortunate.
Is he?
Yeah. He no longer with us. Yeah.
Man, I can't ever keep up on that. Every time I feel I jinx Tom Sizemore, man. I was literally texting with buddies the other day about Heat.
He got brained up. He gone.
I know it just happened though, but like this was like weeks ago. Someone's like, man, I miss Tom Sizemore and stuff. And I'm like, nah, dude, Tommy's still alive, man. He's beat it, dude. Like that guy has no business being alive with all the shit, like the stories. And everybody's like, holy shit, he is. We Googled it and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden I learned like 2 nights ago. I'm like, damn, dude, maybe we shouldn't talk about stuff like this. Did we manifest this? Like,
I'm sure he did fine for himself in those 60 years. I think you know what I mean? He got it in. So
he lived like 20 people's lives, man. 20 people's dream lives.
Like you. I mean, what would you prefer? 60 and do it right, or 90 and be like, right. I'll hold off, boys.
Hold on. This mayonnaise is
Not
too
tonight.
spicy.
I can't do it tonight.
Right.
Yeah, fuck all that. You know what I mean? You don't want to leave this thing in good condition when you're done. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that thing up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's true. Now I feel like I need to watch Heat. Damn.
One for my homies. You better pour one out.
Definitely, man. Tom Sizemore is a real one. Although I don't know, man. Did he get caught up on some real shit? I shouldn't say that out loud before I really go all out. He might have had some domestic issues, man. I don't know if I need to fully go on his team, but the dude definitely lived life.
Oh, as an actor, you're not talking about him as a spouse, so it's like
right. I'm just saying, like, I always loved his roles, and the dude lived life, but I think he might have had some trouble in his real deal.
I mean,
can't be too careful.
I think Kobe got a couple of cases of rape on him, but everybody still, I mean, they throw the cross on that cat's back every chance they get. So,
yeah, man.
Depends on how good you were at what you do. People forget about what the fuck you actually are. You know what I mean?
I think there was a window for such actions,
Right.
Didn't help Weinstein.
Like, well, Roethlisberger, he got 2 on the back, and shit, it might disappear. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Maybe
He's not Kobe status.
No, but he got more rings than Kobe, I think. He might. He only got 2, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, one Kobe's with the bus, one without the bus.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, what do you think? You ready to get out of here?
Yeah, man.
We got.
Otherwise, I can talk. I can bullshit all night, dude. So you got to wrap it up before everybody's like, "Yo."
We'll still bullshit, but we got to put the boots to somebody. You got somebody in mind? Before we leave, we got to.
Man.
Pub Law.
I know. Man, shit.
One person right now, you could bury him. All yours. I know you got that plate number. Let's do it. Shit,
No,
son.
I'm wheeled up, but that cat, dude, I don't know if he was scared or if he had to ditch whatever he had in his car before the cops came sniffing in, dude. I don't put it all on him once he came back around, but
I'd still flatten his fucking tires. Fuck that guy.
yeah, no,
Trying to do you dirty.
it did set my life back quite a bit, but man, that's the problem, man. I'm a forgiving gent, dude. Oh shit. I knew I should have had one planned too.
You got to have somebody.
Nah, man. That's my problem, dude. I'm at that like no guilty pleasures, water off a duck's back stage of my life that I'm trying to think. I mean, I could be really petty. There was like a 12-year-old
Yep.
who hit my son with the dodgeball in the face from 5 feet out today.
Yeah, we love petty. We fucking love petty.
Right. I had to kind of stop myself a little bit. One of the other dads actually laid into him, and I kind of respect him for that. So shout out to Mr. Ducey. Because I was like, man, I had to hold my older son back and his couple friends that came along for the ride. I'm like, no. We're not going to cause a scene in the train.
Let's see what happens.
But, I'll see him later on in the park, and he might get hip checked a little bit. I'm trying to think of somebody a little more epic. It's not too obvious. See, the thing is, man,
you like to be under the radar. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah. But man, like, I don't fuck with politics. I'm tired of all that shit. So like, fuck all that. Damn, dude. Sorry for you to have to edit all this shit out.
No, this all just, it'd be funny how this happens. It just all pull right together. You never know. Be like magic.
I got more like, I honestly can't think of a mother.
I got to get like you. You can't think of one person.
Nah, I can't,
ain't bad.
Dude.
You got somebody you want to put some love on? We could love somebody tonight. Fucking, we're in the club.
I'm loving everybody, dude.
Give me one person.
Loving, why am I just blanking on everything, man? I'm trying to think of something recently that I've been getting down on that I'm all about. I'm going to have 100 of them like 10 minutes from now and be like, you stupid son of a bitch.
Having the writer's block.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm deep in my brain banana right now, just like pulling. Because I literally was thinking about trying to revamp my solo cast like ideas, and I was going to do a Hall of Paign. And I literally was making lists of like underrated heroes that I need to like put up on a pedestal. And I have like a list of 30, random people, like the guys that invented nachos and things like that, just like somebody needs to put shine on these, dude. Because
hold on, who the fucking invented nachos?
I got a whole piece about it, but I can't think of who it is right now, man. Maybe I've been just drinking too much, but yeah, because like sometimes you'll read a story and it'll blow up and it'll go viral and 1 million people will share it, and it's like this badass story about this dude that saved these people and sustained 6 gunshots, but did it for just like the goodness of his heart. And it's like, man, that dude is living on cloud 9. He's uber famous and all that. And I'm like, man, the sad truth is, like 6 months from now, nobody's gonna remember that man, and he's gonna be all like twisted up from taking that shrapnel to save that kid, But at the moment, you think like that dude's got it made, man. He's like a hero. He's like the greatest man. Like he'll never buy a drink. People will be raising him on his shoulders for life, but people forget about that shit.
Hell yeah, be carrying his ass around town.
All right. All right, back to the matter at hand. Um, man, I don't know. I think it's because I got too many negative folks in a lot of my chat groups that I always try to turn that around.
Do you
Like, man,
do you do
stop
you
with
remember?
Pete Davidson, man. Like Pete Davidson is cool as fuck, man. Like why like
No, come on. Seriously, that's who we digging? Come on now. We gonna
yeah,
boost him
man.
up. You remember one of these strippers? Do you remember one of their names? Give me a stage name.
No, that one's too obvious. I'm not saying I'm gonna boost up Pete Davidson. I'm just giving
Okay.
an example of like there's far too many people that just get
Yeah.
shit on for no reason. So like I spend a lot of time in my chat groups and stuff with my friends, just like, man, what? You're mad because the dude
He
looks a
got some
little goofy, but
He got some Tony Gwynn numbers for sure. Motherfuckers batting out
right,
of the
like
park. All right.
his like he's hanging out in like
His jokes
in,
are shit though. I don't know how the fuck he got
yeah,
the job he
no,
got.
no idea, dude. I don't think he's that talented at all, but he seems like a
Crazy.
good enough dude, and like he's hanging out in like Derek Jeter's portfolio status for doing pretty much nothing, where that dude was like the king of New York to have to he earned it. Like this dude's just tripping around in sweatpants and bad tattoos, just like, whatever. Hey, Cat Beckinsale, what's going on? Like,
I
I
don't get
can't be
it.
mad at the guy for that, man.
He pulled Kate Beckinsale?
Yes.
Damn it, son. We might
I
have
mean,
to. We might have to throw some love.
I do love the dude, man, but I just feel like I was trying to find someone a little bit more under the radar. Sorry to catch you up like this, man. Like
No,
I
you're good.
literally
You're good. I got a good feeling this is gonna turn out great. I feel good about this on the inside.
once it clicks.
Hey, if they already sat through the last hour and 15 minutes of this shit, they can hang out for a little bit. You know what I mean? Shit.
Man,
No, Pete Davidson. Yeah, I don't get that guy. I've tried. I've listened to some bad comedians before. Mitch Hedberg, I used to be a big fan of him. I didn't
yeah,
think he was a great comedian. I love the way he went about his shit though. He stayed dry. He stayed that way his whole time on
right.
earth. And after a while, like you just had to get what he was saying. Pete Davidson, I don't get what you're saying.
Nah.
Your shit ain't funny, so you're just like the other 99% of the people on SNL. Not funny. Don't get
Yeah,
it.
no.
Them cats,
He
that show is unwatchable.
he had like a stint, like he wasn't really that funny, but he had a hook. Like he was kind of the young guy. He had the 9/11 connection in New York and like Staten Island, and he just filled like a niche, but he wasn't really that super talented. But in the same vein, like he kind of had this charm about him that I didn't really hate him, but I wasn't really singing his praises. But then you kind of feel like some dude from Ogden like came up. And it's like, why? We don't know why, but let's all celebrate the fact that it's just some common ass dude. Is how he's not Brad Pitt, man. Like, sometimes you get it, like, oh yeah, I knew Ryan Gosling was gonna click, or Ryan Reynolds, or all the Ryans not named Ryan Leskis, but
Oh shit.
Pete, I was just like, man, I'm baffled. I'm baffled by it. Like, it's amazing in its own way.
Who's your favorite female comedian?
Uh,
Because it just made me think about it. SNL lately, man. They try to shove Tina Fey and that other blonde chick down your throat. Ain't neither one of them funny to me. I don't know. I'm not speaking for the majority, I would imagine, but
I kind of like Nikki Glazer.
kind of like I'm in love. She's
Well,
great.
yeah,
She
if we're
gets it.
talking, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, she's gorgeous too.
I
But
was about to say, if we're talking about actual physicality, yeah, man, I think she's a smoke show, but
like
yeah,
Isla, Isla, what's her name? It's not Schlesinger, Sling. I don't know how you say it. Isla. The other
yeah, I know
blonde.
what you're talking about. Yeah,
She
There you
gorgeous too.
go.
Her
Shine
jokes
on
ain't
Nikki
great.
Glazer.
She's hard to keep up with. She does a lot of weird voiceovers and her shit's strange. It's hard to listen to.
Right. So that's I'll throw shine. I'll throw shine on Nikki Glazer, man, because
Touche.
she gets it, dude. And she cracks my shit up, even when it's yeah, even when it's like just a random Conan sketch, like when she talked about like how ugly her vagina was, that it was like a hastily packed suitcase, like that. That
Didn't
made
get
me
all the
like,
clothes in there. Hell yeah. I get it,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. That made me like do a little spit take when I was just
Ain't
sitting
nothing
on
wrong
my
with them
couch for
flaps.
that.
Shit.
That was well played. And
Whitney Cummings, she's good.
yeah,
Big fan.
she is. But yeah, it's kind of
I
one of
watched
those things where
her latest special was good. Her and that robot. It was kind of weird, but I got down with it.
right. So there's a delicate balance with female comedians because they can't just be as blue, they can't be as raunchy, to pull an old term out, as do comedians, because it's just not, it doesn't hit as hard, and
Yeah, it doesn't come across the same. Yeah.
right, it doesn't come across the same, and it sounds forced, like. But if you can do it with a little bit of creativity, that's the magic right there. Like there's a lot of dude comedians that just say just some outlandish shit, and it's not great, but the fact that they compile so much on top of it, eventually it'll hit the mark. Whereas a female comedian needs to hit it on point, like right out of the gate, and then it helps bring your barrier down a little bit, and then they can kind of coast into it. So
Couple
it takes more
jabs. They start
finesse.
throwing
Yeah,
them jabs. Yeah.
yeah, it takes more finesse, dude.
Theo Vaughn, his ass always out of pocket. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
but he'll sit and he weaves the web, you know what I mean? And just keeps weaving, keeps weaving. He's special. He's different. You know what I mean? He's not a normal comedian.
No, I like how quick his mind works, because like a lot of stuff, he has canned, but there's times where stuff will come off the dome with him where it's just like, where did you pull that out of, man? Like, he's wired different, because I like his freestyle stuff. So I like interviews, or when he's talking to folks, and like, you can tell it when he'll pull out a story that like he'd worked on that bit. But just like an interpersonal communication with him, dude, he'll pull out some shit just off the dome that it's just like, that's just stupid, and I love every second of it, man.
Oh, there's a couple ones when he's on with Rogan, man. He gets fucking Rogan just rolling. You know what I mean? And it's
Right.
goofy shit. That's just like I said, it's just out of pocket. Whatever he asked him, his ass is off in left field now.
And he's kind of stayed above the fray with that too, because he's one of those people that kind of has a pass. Yeah,
I got somebody I think we could bury. He's not good. And I see him all the time, and I don't know how he stayed as long as he has. That's Bobby Lee. He's awful.
I know, man, but
fuck,
man,
he's awful.
This is my toxic trait, dude. I kind of want to go to bat for him, man.
If we're just gonna go off the he's funny Asian guy just to be
Okay.
funny Asian guy, but he is not good.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys. He tries so hard.
Yeah.
Now the only bit I've ever seen, and it's not really a bit, it was just when him and Brendan Schwab and that other guy, and he starts telling him that story about how he was raped by some
right,
mentally, in a handicap.
Down syndrome.
Fuck, like that's the only thing I've ever seen that guy say that I'm like, okay, I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because they're laughing. One, and two, you're just keeping a straight face through this whole goddamn thing.
Well, that's the whole thing about it, is he changed it up to him, because they're like, all right, now
You can't
don't
laugh. If you laugh, I'm leaving. Yeah,
and then he threw brutally in there. And it was like,
all summer long. Yes, it kept getting bigger. But
You
that
can't
guy, man,
throw
I don't get
pootery.
it. I don't get
I
that
don't
guy.
either. I just saw him. Have you ever seen the show Reservation Dogs?
No, I know Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, the movie. No,
Yeah.
there's a show on Hulu. It's about a bunch of kids that live on an Indian reservation.
Yeah.
So it's called Reservation Dogs, and he plays a character in it. See, this is my toxic trait, dude. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to go to bat for a dude that I really don't care about. Like, I really don't give a shit about Bobby Lee, but I'm trying to find like some shine in him, dude. I felt like he was good in this show. He plays like a doctor, and he's really good in it. I don't know why I'm going to bat for him, dude. That's why I suck at this segment, dude.
I would take my guy from fucking The Hangover. I don't even remember what his name is. Dr. something. What's old boy's name?
Kim
Kim
Jong?
Jong. Yes.
Ken Jong, yeah.
I'd take him every day of the week.
Mr. Chow, dude. He was great in that.
Every fucking day of the week.
All right, let's play this game then. Give me a couple more. And if I can't find some way to put shine on them, like
Bad comedians?
No, just in general. Someone deserves to get shit on.
Oh, someone that deserves to get shit on.
Or someone that we need to knock down a peg. Or someone that we need to, yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know. I was really hopped up for that Bobby Lee one, to be honest.
Right. And like I said,
I thought we were going to come swinging out of the fences on that one.
I don't care about him, and I don't really think he is that funny, but he was great in that one show, dude. Like this is my sickness, dude. I think it's just so many recent years of just being on social media and just seeing everybody get dogged. But I'm never someone to hop into a thread and like stick up for him in there, because it's like, man, I'm not going to battle like a million trolls in a Twitter thread where I don't give shit about it. But I witnessed it over and over and over and over and over again. So now, like, when I see someone getting shit on, it's like all that like feeling comes back where I'm just like, but you know, remember that one thing.
I love sneaking in on social media. Okay, every chance I get. Facebook especially, because you get a much better mix. Twitter, depending on what you're commenting on, you have no clue.
Yeah.
Facebook, you getting Meemaw.
Yeah.
You getting the guy next door.
That's fun.
You getting old boy down the street. So I don't know if it was last week or the week before, a local news place did a report on how many complaints the FCC got for Rihanna's halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a stupid number. And my only comment was white people. And I put the emoji with like the hand over the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my mind, who the fuck's got the kind of time to call the FCC and file a formal complaint other than white people? Okay.
White people.
To be honest, I don't give a fuck one way or the other. I didn't watch the halftime show, so I ain't got no feelings, nor would I call anybody to tell them about it.
Right.
But the hate, I mean, it was immediate, man. It was like a fucking match in the gas tank, boy. Everybody, awful racist, whatever. It's like, motherfucker, you see my face? I mean, come on now, shit. Like,
right.
If anybody got a little right to roast the white people, it's the white people. Let me throw one out there. Shit.
Yeah, man. We're most critical. There's so many people fucking it up for the rest of us, man.
But like I said, in my mind, I'm like, the only motherfuckers with that kind of time, definitely white people.
Oh, yeah. Old white people.
It was like 700 complaints. That ain't a ton.
Right. Especially
700
like
motherfuckers had to call the FCC
people, right,
and sit through whatever you got to sit through to file a formal complaint. You know, Nancy's following through. She don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I've been on this phone for 25 minutes.
Can you mail me the form? I don't have my laptop hooked up right now. I called you on the phone.
To you?
Exactly. I called you on the phone. Mail me the form. I'll fill it out in pen, and I will send it back quickly.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Social media, you want to go down that route? Fuck, we can find all sorts of people to burn up.
I think I'm over Twitter, man. I can't do it anymore. Doesn't really seem to help much anyway.
Live sporting events. That's all it's good for.
Yeah.
Instant updates.
Right. Like I said, sports
That's about
news.
it.
Like when NFL free agency kicks off, I'll be on Twitter. But that's about it.
I follow Black Adam Schefter. I don't know
Yeah.
about you,
Yeah.
but he's my
Black
guy.
Twitter's pretty funny, actually. That's the best part of it. But no, man, I don't see any point in it, man. Most of the time I'm trying to force out my tweets anyway. And I'm like, why am I doing this? That's why I like Instagram more. Like, it's a funny picture. You guys want to look at it or not? Boom.
There you
But
go.
I don't have to be like coming up with a haiku or a funny comment about something.
You know your ass got some haikus up in that banana. Shit.
I did go, my poetry, my book's about to come out. No,
What book you got?
No, I'm kidding. Like my
Where the
poetry,
Sidewalk Ends, part 2.
haiku, the haiku book, Paign coup. No,
That's what. No, listen. Your book should be Where the Sidewalk Ends and my MCL begins.
Shells. Yeah, there you go.
God damn, throw one out.
I don't need Shell coming after me, dude.
Oh, he was biz. I used to dig that book when I was a kid.
That guy's probably dead too. I don't even know.
Oh, he'd been dead for a long time. I didn't even know he wrote for Playboy. I didn't find that out till I was old.
How do you know how so many people died, man?
Oh fuck, he was 90 years old when we were kids.
He was.
Oh,
I just remember the picture of him on the back of the book. He looked so vibrant.
Vibrant, but old as fuck. Very unfortunate. You surround yourself in pussy like he did for so many years at the Playboy Mansion. You probably feel the same way. Vibrant.
That's a valid point, man. That's a valid point. All right, man. You want to wrap it up, dude?
Shell might be one we could boost up. Shit. Kidding me? Can't pull off that Friar Tuck like that for so long.
Hey, man, he had a whole fleet of turtlenecks. He was out there mopping, dude.
Oh, God, spilling it. His dry cleaning bill had to have been crazy.
He was always moist.
This is covered in DNA. Please take care of this.
The dude went out of the house. He was always scared of drowning. More life preserver to get the mail.
He's the original Billy Currington. Let's be honest. You know that cat gets some pussy. He just spilling pussy left and right. He got to carry a big stick at all times. He's got that curly hair and shit. He probably just beating them women to death. Get away. I already gave you some. Just one day, I'd like to live vicariously through his penis. If he had my mindset, of course. He probably got his shit together, though, so it's unfortunate.
Yeah. That's how he keeps going, man. Everybody else burns out faster.
More fun that way, though.
I can't have that much power, man. I'd be dead. I don't even go to Vegas, dude, because I'm a fear of death. I need regulations. I need rules.
He's like, I'll go to Reno. I can't do Vegas.
I do like Reno. Atlantic City. Branson. You find me up in Branson causing a mess. It's when you know
I'm playing with real silver dollars, y'all. Oh yeah, that fucking slot machines. I don't know, man. I don't really get into them.
I don't really gamble. That's why I get
20 or 30 bucks. I get pissed.
Right. That's why I get in so much trouble, man. Because I don't really gamble. I know folks that can sit at a blackjack table for like 8-9 hours. I'm there for like 30 minutes. I'm mad. I'm about to get in trouble, dude. End up in one of those back rooms somewhere. Playing Paign. And don't even know how to play.
You know, both my thumbs.
There's a loaded revolver on the table all of a sudden, and now I'm like, shit.
No, I was about to get in last night. I about took the dive, but I couldn't make the decision between DraftKings and FanDuel, and I know this is some serious shit. I gotta stay away from it.
Yeah, it's too easy, man.
Because you always feel like with sports, you're like, oh, you got a little common knowledge, whatever. Bullshit. It's rigged. I don't care what anybody says. And it might not be rigged like to the complete finish, but it's rigged enough that Vegas will put points on it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They know where they need to be. And that
Yep.
motherfucker is real close. They ain't seeing into the future. They got a feeling they know what the finish is, and that's the only fucking way it gets that goddamn close. I don't care what anybody says.
I know, man. I know. I tiptoed. When they offer you like those big deals,
Yeah,
like
20,
sign up
20
now and deposit
yeah.
this much and we'll give you this much free. Well, I'm like, all right, I know I'm gonna lose all this, but if you're
That's
gonna
house
give me
money.
like $500 of free dollars, then all right, I'll play for a couple months. And then I was like, once that's gone, I'm tapping out and deleting that.
Yeah,
That was
real
it.
close. I was real close, man. My Tyrone Biggins was coming out. I know exactly what's gonna happen.
You hit one parlay and it's over, dude.
Kids can be like, "What we eating this week?" They're ramen, obviously, motherfucker. Let's.
You know
want
what?
shrimp
You
or
sit
beef?
down. Yeah. You sit right down right now and you root hard for Santa Clara and we'll decide what you're gonna eat.
Yeah, go Gauchos.
Exactly. You know what? You didn't cheer loud enough, so you're getting box mac and cheese tonight. You were almost in burger money.
No, but I was so close to pulling the trigger. I'm glad I didn't.
No, you
It would have
can't.
fucked me up.
You can't. It's so slippery. That's
Because
slow.
I know how I am. I know me. It's not good.
Because the worst thing you can do is win out of the gate. Because then you got that taste. I know I can do it. So I don't even play golf anymore, man. Because I have one good round and then I'm spending $1,000 on clubs and like green fees, and I'm gonna shoot like 112. And I'm like, why the fuck am I out here, man? I don't have time for that kind of painful excursions, man. It's gonna end up with me
for fat asses and goofy pants.
It's separating from my money. I paid for this experience and I didn't even have a great time. Could have drank beer in my garage for free. Still hung out with my friends.
Less walking. Shit.
Right.
Golf, I never got it. I took lessons when I was a kid, so I'm like classically trained, but I've never got it.
You look like it.
Yeah, fuck. I'm saying shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what golf needs? More John Daly's.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole hell of a lot more watchable. There's not enough characters. They just all show up in their polos, do their shit, and go back. It's hard to watch.
Or if the courses / clubs had more John Daly's hanging out there. So that's the other thing too. Like I got my foursome of rabble rousers or whatnot, but you always feel a little bit out of place, you know? It's like,
oh, you in the wood pile for sure.
Yeah.
You're sticking out.
Right. So I need more people on my team.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, I don't know. It's been so long. I'll fuck with the driving range. Top Golf would be sweet. I ain't never been to one, but I'll get my pull on one of those.
I'd love to do that. I've watched many TikToks. I'm just like, man, that just looks like, and they're all just fucking around too, like Happy Gilmore and one arm shots or whatever, man, just ripping it.
There's a good one up in Chicago. We should go get our pull sometime.
Oh man, I'd be about that, dude.
We should go have some vodka and cranberries and fucking just tear it up.
Right. Load up the howitzer, man. I'm about to let it rip.
All right, what do you think? Who we got? You got anybody yet? You worked anybody up over there?
No, man, like I said, I don't think I hate on anybody, man. And it's kind of disturbing to me. I'm serious.
All right. Beans, it's March.
Give me wait. Give me a category.
I'm gonna give you some. I'm giving you a category. It's March.
Okay.
St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. I need your favorite Irishman.
My favorite Irishman.
You only get one. You only get one.
Oh man.
It could be a character. It could be whoever. But I just need one. If you want Tommy Lee Jones from Blown Away, you take Liam. I don't care. Let's do it.
That's pretty close. Liam is pretty dope. Oh man, I'm taking Colin Farrell, dude. That's my dude.
Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
What
100%.
movie?
He's one
Or
of my
any
favorite.
movie. Doesn't matter.
No, I'm just talking. If you're talking Irish,
Just him in general.
He's Irish, man. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. I love that dude. He doesn't get enough respect, man.
No questions. That's your guy.
That's my guy, Colin Farrell. 100%, dude. I love that dude, man. I love everything he's in. He changes up Speed. He did In Bruges, one of my favorite movies of all time. He plays cocky, he plays vulnerable. He even got dressed up as the Penguin in the new Batman movie. I didn't even recognize his ass, but he was killing it.
He did get fat and bald. That was strange. He pulled it off, though.
But he did it, dude. I think they even talked about like a spin-off show about it. Actually, I don't know, with
Just
Tim Gunn taking over DC and stuff, but everything he does, he crushes it, man. He was in what was that? One of the most recent oh man, fuck it. The dude who directed Snatch. Why can't I remember his name? Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie. I was saying
Guy Ritchie movie.
Tim Roth, but that's Four Rooms.
He was great in that most recent movie. This is great. Great audio here. The Gentleman. He was in The Gentleman that I just saw recently. Again for the second time. Everything, man. Colin Farrell. Even Phone Booth. Fuck it. I fuck with Phone Booth. I fuck with SWAT.
He said I fuck with it all.
I do, man. I even watched his season of True Detective, which was pretty terrible, but he was great, man.
All right. You heard it here first.
I ride for him, dude. I ride for Colin Farrell.
In the Paign, Colin Farrell's holding it down.
That's the Irishman to end all Irishmen, man.
That's it.
Who you got? Who do you got, dude? You got a character? You got the Lucky Charms, dude? Or Leprechaun in the Hood?
My favorite Irishman. Oh, that's hard, man. I like Conor McGregor. I kind of like the swagger.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm a big fan of that guy. Big swinging dick. I love that. My other one's gonna be boring, so I'm gonna leave it out. It's sports specific. Nobody will fucking know who the guy is. So I'm going with Colin Farrell, Conor McGregor. Fuck it, we line them up.
All right, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it. It's been great.
Man. I'll talk forever, man. Yeah, you can have me on anytime, dude. I'll have you back on as well. It's been too long.
It has been. We need a fat bag of six to get into.
You know it. We got to do big dudes. We talked about big dudes. We got to talk big dudes.
We did talk about it. We never get into it, though.
We're going to. All right, man. Thanks again.
Yep. All right. Here's to those that wish us well. All the rest can go to hell. Colin Farrell, we love you. Good night, everybody. No, but thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Always.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. I won't deny it, I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. I got the police busting at me, but they can't do nothing to a G.
Wow, it's very nice.